I wake up every single day regretting being in the stock market. How did I do this to myself? Why did I do this to myself? Why couldn't I stop myself? Options is what really got me. It really destroyed me. Yes, ultimately I made the decision to trade options. Options are okay if you know what you're doing, but the majority of traders, they over leverage. So last year on June 2nd, I lost over $600,000. So this is my TD Ameritrade, and you can see this 2021 June 2nd was the day AMC had a short squeeze. It went all the way up to $65. But if we take a look at today's price, it's under 10. I essentially over leveraged, and the craziest thing was TD Ameritrade was able to let me sell over 100 naked calls. I don't think it's even possible to do that now, even if you have the bankroll for it. So you can see here, these were all naked calls, $109,000. This is just in one day. One day, $160,000 loss. It's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy in one day. So that was 2021. And of course, this year has just been pretty awful. 800,000. I want to share some articles about people who have lost on options, and I mean a lot of money. For example, this person lost $400,000 on a single Robinhood bet. This person, who was 26, saved up enough money to put everything into Alibaba. He thought it was the safest bet. And even to this day, people are still saying that Alibaba is undervalued and that it would go back up to 200. It's not even at 100 right now. It's at 73, 74. It actually went down quite a bit today. And I lost a lot of money in Alibaba as well. So this person bought $200 strike price call options on Alibaba. This was just last year. That's how much value it has lost since then. And what he did, another $100,000 into Alibaba. Even though his mom told him to get out on April 13, he just couldn't. He said, "It might have been just stupidity, ignoring the facts, but my conviction was high. If you listen to smart people, they all said it would go up." Next 10 days, it dropped by another 30%. This is his account. The whole $400,000 turned to almost zero. I was literally begging for it to come back so I can even get $300,000 out, just praying. Like once you go from desperation to literally praying. He was depressed for 2 months. You hear people on YouTube and you start believing them, believing that a stock will either go up or go down. A lot of people lost money on AMC now because there are people out there who saying there's going to be a short squeeze. I mean, something that's happened once might not happen again. I lost a lot of money. What really bugs me is that my options, my strike price were way out of the money, but the problem was I over leveraged. So as the stock continued to go up, my margin requirements continue to go up, meaning now I owe more for the margin requirements. And because I over leveraged, it cost me. It cost me big time. Even now, even this year, I didn't learn my lesson because I over leveraged on spreads thinking they were going to be safe. There's another article I do want to share. This guy named James Cordier, he also did the same thing I did. And I actually watched his apology video, I think a couple months before my AMC loss. You know, you just don't think it would happen to you until it happens to you and you experience it firsthand. So this person actually wrote, what Mr. Cordier forgets to mention is that if the position goes against you, the margin actually increases. It can double or triple in a very short amount of time. There is no such thing as free money in option selling. So it says here, on November 15, 2018, optionsellers.com notified all of their investors that not only did they lose all their money, they would also owe money to FC Stone for margin calls. So this is what happened. He blew himself up by selling naked call options on natural gas. He thought it wouldn't continue to go up. The thesis was that 2018 winter was expected warmer than previously thought, and with the oversupply of natural gas coming in from higher prices, natural gas would weaken over the next few months. But guess what? Natural gas shot up nearly 20% in a single afternoon last week. So the problem that I had, and I'm sure a lot of traders have, is only think about how much premium we'll get or how much we're gonna win, but we don't take into consideration what would happen if the trade goes against us. I learned my lesson, and I just hope that people will be cautious on how much options they're selling or buying, or even common shares, and do a lot more research than following people on YouTube on their stock picks, because I lost a lot of money as well following some people because they are so good at persuading people. All I can do is work and try to find side hustles to pay off the loans that I took out beginning of this year. And that's pretty much it.